You guys, I'm honestly kind of scared for Britney Spears right now. Because what we're seeing lately, those glimpses of her home, the weird videos, the cryptic posts, it all feels like a warning sign. Not like drama for clicks type of thing, but real concern. Every single post, every clip, every deleted caption, it just feels off. It's like the stuff people used to ignore is now becoming impossible to look away from. And what's worse, no one around her seems to be doing anything about it. So let's just talk about it. Because inside Britney Spears' house, her real, messy, chaotic house, there's something that says more about her mental state than any interview ever could. That video she posted recently, the one where she's cleaning her house and singing, it wasn't even about the performance anymore. Fans immediately noticed the background. Clothes everywhere, rugs rolled up, furniture out of place, random stuff scattered around the floor. Some people even claimed they saw something that looked like dog poop on the ground. The vibe wasn't just messy. It was unsettling. She looked tired. Her movements were slow, kind of distracted. The camera kept shaking. The lighting was off. And while she smiled, there was no real joy in her face. People said she's being real, but others weren't buying it. It didn't look like realness. It looked like exhaustion. Like she's been trying so hard to convince herself that she's fine, when everything around her says she's not. And honestly, this isn't new. Ever since the conservatorship ended, her life has felt like one long, unfiltered unraveling. You'd think freedom would fix everything, and for a moment, everyone celebrated. She was posting again, she was dancing again, she looked happy. But it didn't take long for that happiness to start looking forced. Like freedom came too fast, and no one was there to help her handle it. 13 years under a conservatorship will mess anyone up. Having your money, your choices, your literal body controlled by other people, that's trauma. And trauma doesn't just go away because a judge says you're free. It stays. It lingers. It becomes part of how you live. And for Britney, that's starting to show. The clutter, the confusion, the isolation, it's not just her home that's messy. It's her mind trying to heal from everything that's been taken from her. What's worse is how silent her family is. The same people who swore they were protecting her all those years are nowhere to be found now that she actually needs protection. They were there when it was convenient, when it meant power, when it meant money. But now crickets. Her dad disappeared. Her mom only pops up when the public tone softens. Her sister pretends she's innocent. It's fake. It's all fake. Meanwhile, Britney's house, this chaotic, cluttered space, is like a reflection of how alone she really is. It's like she's living in this echo chamber of memories and trauma, trying to find herself but getting lost in the noise. People online say she's fine, she's just quirky, but no. This isn't quirky. This is a woman who's been used, gaslit, and left behind, trying to make sense of a world that doesn't feel safe anymore. That's why these videos hit so differently. The one where she was dancing in her living room wearing a sparkly outfit, bruises on her legs, a bandage wrapped around her knee, it didn't look like empowerment. It looked painful. She said she fell down the stairs, that her leg sometimes snaps out. But instead of resting, she's dancing through the pain, performing for a phone camera like she owes the world proof that she's okay. There's something almost tragic about that. She was trained to perform her whole life. Even now, when no one's forcing her to, she still does. Because that's what she knows. When you've been told for years that you're only valuable when you're smiling, performing, entertaining, you start doing it automatically, even when you're breaking inside. And people love to say, well, maybe she's just messy. Everyone's house gets messy. Sure, but this isn't normal mess. This is emotional chaos spilling into real life. Piles of stuff everywhere, dim lighting, weird angles, random rants and captions. It's all connected. Mess can mean you're overwhelmed. It can mean you're struggling to function. And it can mean you're so numb that you just stop caring about what's around you. The worst part? The media is already starting to repeat the same disgusting cycle they did back in 2007, headlines twisting her posts into jokes. Comment sections full of people calling her crazy, like they learned nothing the first time. People use her pain for entertainment. Again, it's like society's addicted to watching Britney suffer. And then, of course, the fans are split. Half of them are screaming, she needs help, and the other half are screaming, leave her alone. But both sides are missing the point. It's not about invading her privacy, and it's not about pretending everything's fine either. It's about recognizing that what we're seeing isn't normal behavior from someone who's okay. She needs support, real support, Not cameras, not comments, not hashtags. Real people who actually care about her. The sad truth is, she probably doesn't trust anyone anymore. Can you blame her? Every person she's ever trusted has used her for something. Her dad used her exes used her, the system used her, even the fans, in some ways, have used her pain for content. How do you build trust again after that? You can't. You just live with the walls up. You isolate. You dance alone in your living room. You post videos that make no sense because that's the only way you know how to be seen without letting anyone actually in. And the home, that's where it all shows. The house feels less like a home and more like a cage with the door left open. She's free to leave, but she doesn't know where to go. She's free to do whatever she wants, but no one ever taught her what that actually means. She's not used to freedom that comes without control. And so it turns into chaos. You can see it in the details. The unmade bed, the cluttered mirrors, the random clothes, the burned-out gym equipment she once mentioned. It's like everything around her has a story of something lost. She once posted about accidentally burning her home gym down, saying she only had 2 pieces of equipment left. Most people laughed, but it's symbolic, right? The gym, a place of control and discipline, burned down, gone. And now all that's left is the ashes of what used to be order. The saddest part in all of this is that no one seems to be stepping in. Like, sure, she's an adult and can make her own choices. But where are her friends, her team? The people who should be helping her rebuild instead of watching from the sidelines? There were even reports of a planned intervention that got canceled at the last minute. So what happened? Did everyone just give up? She's posting videos trying to convince the world she's fine. Saying things like, "I'm alive and well," and "people lie about me all the time." But when you look past the words, you can see the exhaustion in her eyes. The anger, the sadness. It's like she's fighting everyone, the media, her family, her fans, and all at once. And maybe that's the scariest part. Because when someone starts to lose trust in everyone around them, they stop reaching out for help altogether. They isolate, they create their own little world, and sometimes that world gets dark. The messy house, the random posts, the rambling captions, they're not just content. They're pieces of a cry for help, whether she realizes it or not. It's hard to even talk about this without feeling angry. Angry at how the industry treated her. Angry at how her family exploited her. Angry at how the media destroyed her, then pretended to care when it was too late. Angry at how everyone's letting it happen again, just in a quieter digital way. Because the truth is, Britney doesn't need to be freed again. She needs to be protected this time. She needs someone to actually care about her well-being, not just her image. Someone to help her clean up her house, her space, her mind, without judgment. Someone to sit with her and remind her that she's still human, still worthy, still deserving of peace. But instead, she's surrounded by people who only care when there's money or headlines involved. People who say, "We love Britney," but scroll past her videos when she looks too unwell. People who romanticize her pain because it fits the troubled pop star narrative. It's cruel. And I know people like to defend her right to privacy, and yes, she deserves that. But ignoring the signs doesn't protect her either. It's possible to care without exploiting. To notice she's struggling without making fun of her. To say she needs help without turning it into a circus. Because what if something bad happens again? What if the next post isn't just messy? What if it's tragic? People will say, "We saw it coming," but what good is seeing it if no one does anything to stop it? Britney's home might be dirty, but it's more than that. It's a reflection of a woman still trying to find herself after years of being told who to be. It's the inside of her mind made visible, cluttered, chaotic, exhausted, but still alive. Still trying. She's not crazy. She's traumatized. She's not unstable. She's human. And it's time people start treating her like that instead of a headline or a hashtag. She deserves peace. She deserves quiet. She deserves a home that feels safe again, inside and out. Until then, all we can really do is hope that someone, anyone, steps in before the chaos gets worse. Because this doesn't look like freedom anymore. It looks like survival. And honestly, that's the saddest part.